Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 Winter Tournament. Swiss Week 3 here, as we have a great one for you all tonight. A rematch of the 2023 Rookie Rumble Finals between BrewersFanJP and Tabby Orange. Lone Resident Phoenix bringing you this matchup, and joining me in the booth tonight is Blessed B. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. Thanks, Moon. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm really looking forward to this matchup. This is going to be a great race with two great competitors. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Should be, absolutely. And our runners, we are just about ready to get this race underway. So, Blessed B, how about we talk a bit about the flag set for those viewing that may not have watched a tournament race so far.
All right. Yes. Well, so we have a lot of different settings on here. The main one to start off with is learning about our overworld. Our overworld is mixed between first quest and second quest. So there's going to be some checks that the runners are going to have to do that they're not going to be able to open up to. A lot of the map is going to be locked behind recorders and bracelets. Because of that, the runners are going to get to start with a free starting item of either the raft, the bracelet, or recorder. That'll help them get some exploration done early.
As far as the dungeons go, we are dealing with mixed and shapes. That means the front half, levels 1 through 6, as we are now underway at the Western Lost Hills. There's your wood sword for the day. Tabby Orange first at it. BrewersFanJP right behind him.
Now, our runners are going to get the benefit of having that wooden sword to start with at the beginning. It's going to help them with combat along the way. The overworld is going to have some mixed group mobs. We might see some whiz ropes flying around here in the overworld.
Absolutely right. And as far as the dungeons go, as we are now very much underway, mixed in shapes means that the front half, levels 1 through 6, are going to roll either first quest, second quest, or shapes, and the back half, levels 7 through 9, will be one of the two left over.
See, both runners went for a kill early to try to get that global bomb drop. If you kill the first creature on the overworld and it can drop a bomb, you do have a chance of getting that. Ooh, and a white sword early on as our Armos item. This should help combat very much throughout the early. I almost wonder if some of the runners might retry. Yep, exactly. And pick up that free candle and then go get their sword.
Absolutely smart play by JP there, as we seem to have run into some technical difficulties perhaps on Tabby Orange's side. Meanwhile, JP right back at it with a... Oh, there's the retry from Tabby. He's doing the exact same play.
Smart play from both the runners to do this. So you can start with the blue candle off of your wooden sword shop, but playing swordless is kind of rough. But knowing that your Armos is the white sword, it's a free candle for the taking.
Absolutely right. And we've seen in some races recently where candles, you don't get a candle for the first 20, 30, and even sometimes even longer than that. So to get one right off the bat, yeah, you take that. Also, 8 rupee bombs.
Yeah, cheap price on the bombs. Those, you're going to want to buy those every day. And then 105 for our large secret. This is a great start for these runners here. It's going to be really interesting to see how they can take advantage of this early advantage.
100% agree with you there, Blessed B. Oh my God. And here we go. BrewersFanJP first to the first quest 2 spot, which needs the recorder here in this flag set. Tabby Orange picks up the wooden arrows as well. I cannot argue with this play in the slightest.
That's a cheap meat block as well. I wonder if runners might pick that up along the way, just in case they might need it. It's not a bad purchase to hang on to. And yeah, it looks like I called it whiz robes in the overworld. That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt, but at the same time, you're not dealing with them in the dungeons. So there's at least that. Tabby says, yeah, I'm not going through this. They're all over the place. I don't like it. 37 for the medium secret after a 105 large. No poverty seed tonight, folks. Ladder Mountain check. Another view of the bait block. JP says no.
So early on, these runners would have wanted to go find the Armos, but since it was right nearby, at this point, the runners are just going to be probably looking for where those dungeons are.
So which dungeon are we seeing first tonight, you think? Blessed be.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's gonna be 7. It's gonna be 7.
Never 7, huh?
Yeah. And I have a feeling that they're gonna reluctantly dig it out and wish that they hadn't.
To be fair, you've got the white sword, you've got your candle, you're full on bombs. Why not?
Yep. Oh, and the second large secret of the 3, there's gonna be one more of those on the overworld for our runners.
And here is a very early question, less than 5 minutes into the race. Does JP go for the blue ring?
That would be foremost on my thought.
Little divergence as Tabby Orange decides to go for the check on 1Q5 and the waterfall. Nothing on Seaside but a potion shop. Where to next, JP?
Smart getting these recorder checks in the desert out of the way.
Tabby says, I've got money, give me a key. That's heads up play. If you need a key early going, Tabby's set. I like how Chad is calling the red ring within 3 minutes of buying the blue ring. Oh, well, that's not what you want to see as your white sword item. That's a magical boomerang. I can guarantee our runners wanted to see something like, I don't know, a ladder, a raft, or something like that. But a magical boomerang?
Yeah, boomerang, if it's on the floor in the dungeon, you're going by it, you know, I can understand. Backtracking to pick that up when you don't have the hearts for it already, I can't imagine that's going to be an item they're going to look forward to.
Nope. And JP is the first one to find a level at the desert shop. It is level 5.
Alright, now with these dungeons, we have the option of seeing first quest, second quest, or shapes.
If I'm JP right now, I might not want to get too excited. This looks like a Z. That looks like a ladder block.
Is this first quest level 5, maybe?
Oh, maybe. Or could it be shapes? That Z doesn't bomb there.
Well, we're about to find out.
Exactly what I was about to say. What do we got here? We have... Oh, it's first quest 5.
So knowing that information there, that's going to tell us that levels 1 through 6 are first quest. And then we also see our little, our glowing creatures here are going to tell us that second quest is also a thing in this setup. So we can determine that 7 through 9 is second quest. And then we know that 1 through 6 is going to be first quest.
I can already hear a few members in chat probably a little bit excited. We're going to see some spirals. And for our runners, that is probably exactly what they didn't want to hear. Because 2Q7 and 2Q8, well, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the coast item. Just a heart container, nothing to get excited over.
Yeah, not the most exciting of the 3 free items, but you gotta appreciate getting that white sword as early as you did.
Absolutely right. And that's a compass grab from JP and 5, and it's at the other end of the dungeon. Well, and those gorillas are saying, no, you're going back to start. And on Tabby Orange's side, you just saw the downside of Wizroads on the overworld. You never know when you can just get into an area, and the next thing you know, there's a Wizrobe looking right at you and wanting to just blast you in the face.
Yeah, I always have to remind myself that every screen, just assume that the very next screen you're transitioning to is going to have Wizrobes. And the moment I stop telling myself that is the moment I run right into them.
You and me both. We've all been there.
Nope, Tabby finding the boomerang, picking it up on 4 hearts. You know, if you can, you might as well.
And
floor item for level 5 there. For brewers, we get ourselves a raft.
Hey, he went down in this very room, one room off, and decided, hey, I'm going to go back. I don't know what's there. Turned out, pretty smart play.
I do say I wish the raft had more options of use besides just the 2 locations, similar to how Second Quest makes the other checks give them more options. I feel a little bad for the raft only getting the love of just the 2 locations. Tabby finding level 5 as well, so we'll see if Tabby ends up getting that raft. And then we're still looking for that last item in level 5.
Spiky's making bad decisions, as is usual for Spiky. Oh, bomb upgrade.
All right. Yeah, nice purchase. Worthwhile picking up those bombs.
Absolutely right. +5 for 93. JP is like, yeah, I'll take those all day. Thank you. So you'll notice the old men are all saying the same thing. They lost their copy of the script. Well, that's not exactly true. What is true is that you'll need the book to understand them, and every old man is going to give what the game calls a helpful hint, what we call a truthful hint. They're telling the truth. It's not necessarily helpful.
It might be accurate what they're saying, but does it help you in the moment you heard it? Maybe.
Tabby finding the bad news about the Triforce location in 5.
Now, I know there was a dig dogger down below, but was that a transport room? I'm trying to think what was the stair item here.
I don't think we've seen it.
Yeah, because we had the recorder, we could have cleared the dig dogger. So maybe the dig dog room, I might have not been paying attention, and maybe that dig dog room was a transport.
I think it was the transport room.
We'll find on level 9.
9 in the forest. Nice to get that out of the way early. You don't want to spend the end game looking for level 9.
And I kind of like the location of it too. It should be easy to recorder to a nearby dungeon and get to where you got to be.
Chat letting us know what the stair item might have been key locked. Southern Coast, not yielding much, just a small secret of 7, and JP now about to find out possibly what our coast item is today. He won't be too happy to see it.
It was quite a dangerous route, but those blue Octoroks, or the red Octoroks, that was a nice thing to see. Usually that corner is the death. Huh? Brewers must JP must have seen the coast item already.
So here is the spot of 1Q8. Gets a take, any?
I wonder if our runners just are hoping for a different room to be the stair item. I feel like it's that dig dog room, unless there was a shutter door that I missed or something. Or maybe this could be it. I'm just really curious what that stair item is here.
I know the Dig Dogger was the transport room, as you'll see here on Tabby's side.
Okay, so that's why the dig dogger got ignored. I gotcha. Looks like JP's probably gonna go try out that Wrath location.
Nothing wrong with that. You don't know what's here. And, well, it's a potion shop. Nothing exciting. JP, meanwhile, using record to go back to 5. Looking to continue exploration in perhaps on the west end of Hyrule.
I assume to the left here where Tabby's entering it, JP must have been the key that JP didn't do.
Oh, that Gibda wanted a hug. Fortunately, that's 2 hearts damage and a trip back to start.
Well, this might look like a stair item here for Tabby.
This has to be it, and it is. What do we got here in 5?
Well, that's not exactly what we wanted to see. So with the game's logic, when we get a free starting item, the game doesn't remove that starting item from the dungeons or from where it's located. So we could start with the recorder, and the recorder could be an Ormos item. It could be the stair item. It's to make sure that we have information. If you walked in there and nothing was there, it might confuse a runner. So they started with the recorder. Turns out recorder was one of their first items they found.
Yeah, Tabby not going to be too happy. Floor heart for JP in 6. Very early.
At least at the benefit of Tabby now having dug that out, if an important item is required, bow or silvers, at least you won't have level 5 in the back of your mind thinking, did I need to go get that?
Now JP won't have level 6 in the back of his mind. That's 2 quick items, and that's a power bracelet in 6.
And JP's now going to have full clearance of every overworld spot, minus the second quest ladder locations.
I was about to say, you were missing the ladder there.
I almost did it. I'm so used to first quest.
so are many runners, but second quest has to be in the back of your mind in this flag set. But JP, Triforce and Go in a first quest 6 within 5 rooms. Yeah, you'll take that every time you can get it. Now you just need to find a Tringle. Oh, we got Pole's voice in level 6.
Those BMOs just don't make it very easy. The damage is one thing, but just getting pushed around is another story.
Unfortunately, the damage is one shot too many. JP back to start, but it won't hurt him too badly.
Yeah, at least we know that whatever they're looking for is not going to be in that room. A level 8 discovery here from Tabby.
Just east of Vanilla Start.
Oh yes, we've already determined second quest.
Yep, and Darknuts in a 2Q8. Boy, our runners are going to have fun with that one tonight.
They're going to be very thankful of that wooden sword, but it's still going to be difficult with only 4 hearts.
Yeah, the white sword, definitely a help, but you're dealing with a 14 staircase level 8. The nickname we give it around here is 35 rooms of stairways to heck. Because you get 5 transport sets, 2 more being one-ways, and finally the 2 stair items. And there is one of the one-ways, and Tabby, oh boy. Enemies just want to give our runners hugs today or something. That the doggo had one intention. And now
for level 8, not exactly what you want to find on the floor, but it's knowledge. It's knowledge. More hearts is helpful, but
if I'm Tabby right now, I'm actually happy I find the floor item in 8. You do not want to go dig an important item out.
Yeah,
out
that
from
does make sense.
Yeah. Floor item in 2Q8, you get it one room in, yeah, you're happy with that. I don't care what it is. JP continuing the hunt for the Triforce at 6. There's a key clock. We'll be able to take out these poles voice without any problem. Sees the nickel, says, I don't care. And says, I don't want to spend time beating up on a manhandler, and then next room over his Pole's voice. Yeah. You have a choice to make there.
Now that power bracelet, that was in the stairs, or was that a floor item?
That was the stairs. The
Nice.
floor harp came in, I believe, what was it, 1 or 2 rooms in?
Gotcha. Good find on the compass there to let JP know where that Triforce is. Be quick and out of this level 6 real soon.
Hey, that's the one time you want to take Pole's voice out with your sword, when you know the Triforce or an item is behind him. There you have it. JP with the Triforce lead, 2-1. Candle row.
249 on that blue candle. I'm curious if the runners run back to try to purchase that.
That's an expensive candle at 249.
Or the blue ring. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Blue ring.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Candle row. So far, it's kind of underwhelming. There is 1Q6 for Tabby Orange near start, and oh, Tabby not having luck here with these the dongos. Opts for the 2-bomb strategy, and it's safer, but you need more bombs for it. West raft spot, just a casino. Our raft today is firewood. Tabby opting for the pirouette here in 1Q6. No problem. JP, meanwhile, hitting the door repair. Tabby going to grab the power bracelet. Missed the heart container, though. Or did they? I missed them picking it up.
Yeah,
That's
I would
for
have missed
sure.
them picking it up as well.
And no ladder. Our tracker tonight, J-Lo, informing us that Tabby did get the heart from 6. And huge thanks to J-Lo while we're on the subject. Tracker's are the most valued member of the team, so thank you, J-Lo, for tracking for us tonight. Because without them, we're just a couple of old men without a cave. We're lost at sea.
It's true.
And now it's JP's turn to find out the absolute fun that is 2Q8. Fine combat. Tabby didn't see this, but it's just a transport. Let's see where it goes, though.
Forgotten bomb spot's gonna hold our magical sword.
There's the other bomb upgrade for JP, and he's taking it. He's up to 18 bombs, and that's the most we'll see on this seed.
Yeah, not a bad idea out of JP for doing that. Well, there's my level 7.
Just south of Death Armos, in fact. Another transport. JP looking for the walk-through wall. And we know this one's going to be a staircase because of the nickel that was lying there. And look at Tabby's find.
Oh, level 7 stair item, being silver, arrows. That's an important find. That is going to be very important, especially considering the dungeon that it's in. Maybe the pathing was good enough that JP is just going to naturally find it, you know? It's not like it's buried in and easily missed kind of thing.
I'll agree with you on that. But also to note, Tabby doesn't care about an arrow purchase anymore either. So that's potentially huge as well.
The meat block.
And there's the Triforce for JP in 8. Honestly, at this point, I don't think he goes back.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to go back. Keep it in the back of my head and know that maybe I might have to go back for items later, but having a recorder and having the Triforce in 8, you can always just record it back whenever you need it. Well, maybe not. I mean, there could be some good items in there. Oh, well.
Well, there's the first, and...
But now, yeah, maybe now...
Yeah,
yeah, now JP says, you know...
I love it. Check out the other side, find the floor item, and then just like, nah, I'm done with this place. Bye. JP looking to screen scroll to the river check here. Got it.
Last item for level 7 here. We found on the floor another heart piece.
Honestly, 7 hearts already. 30 minutes in. Yeah, you're not too upset about that. I mean, I'm sure you'd rather find a bow.
So Tabby at this point is just looking for that compass drop or the Triforce drop. JP's now making it into 7-2, so, and I think JP's on the right path to go get that silver arrow, so that shouldn't be a thing that separates the runners here. Pretty sure silver's is in the next room down here.
Maybe right, and not exactly the easiest combat to get there, but JP's got it.
This seed has been very rough for these runners for combat-wise in the overworld and dungeon.
That Keys wanted to stop JP from getting those silvers, but nope. Shiny skewers for JP. Am I the only one that absolutely hates a room like JP's in? Stuck with the sniper crew looking at you from all angles, and, well, that would be why I hate him.
Yep, exactly.
They're being merciless tonight. Yikes.
Prices on our potions here. 73 for the red potion.
43 for the blue. Definite advantage to pick up the red one. And JP gets the potion letter. Maybe a potion's on his mind as well.
Yeah, especially after dealing with that room.
Another potion shop in the southwest corner.
At this point, it seems like we need to find a bow. Maybe a ladder might still be required. The any key in the red ring would be beneficial too. Ooh, a level 3 find. I was gonna ask, where do we think that bow is gonna wind up being?
I'd go as far as to say level 1, but level 3 under Recorder Lake, that's a welcome sight if you're Tabby.
For sure. I feel like JP has found every single compass in in the dungeons that they've been in. It's been easy finding that Triforce for JP.
Indeed. And now with the silvers in hand, he doesn't know it, but we know that the other item is not that important. Oof, that's a one-off. That's a big clock for JP.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and vote on the bow. As terrible as this is to say, I want to see the bow in level 9. The idea of having important items in 9 as a setting in the flags, it just seems so mean to have something like that be in that dungeon. It's not something that you would normally think, oh, I need to go to 9 for my bow.
You're absolutely right there, but JP going to try and take down this Zodongo because he knows the location of that Triforce. It's in the keypad at the end of the spiral. Oh boy. This is when you're happy you already bought both bomb upgrades.
Yes.
So yes, to go back on the subject that chat is going through right now, yes, it is a rematch of the Rookie Rumble Finals from 2023. Tabby won that best of 3 series 2-1 over JP and took the title, but yes, these runners are very evenly matched. We knew we were in for a good race the moment we saw this on the calendar. Goodness, if that's not a sight you're absolutely horrified of seeing the moment you walk into a room with half a heart, I don't know what is. Blugarias when you're on half a heart? Get me out of there. I think JP just made it into the keypad. Well, that's enough.
Yeah, that mugger is an okay price to pay once you've bought 2 upgrades.
So JP going to be able to get to the Triforce room in here in the 7, and goodness, that's not the most free thing you've ever seen, but it's pretty darn close. Triforce and 7 for BrewersFanJP, and let me tell you,
Halfway there.
You find Triforcers from dungeons 5 through 8 first in any seed, you are happy.
Good. Yeah, you're probably feeling good. 38 minutes in, the back half dungeon Triforces. Yeah, you're feeling good about yourself. Oh, we found our floor item in 3 and our ladder in the stairs as well. I think I saw the banana was on the floor of level 3 as well.
That's correct. We've got boat items from level 3 in the same room, in fact. The old double whammy. And a Tabby with the Triforce in 3. That cuts the Triforce lead to 4-2. how long until JP decides it's time to check recorder? Like, I can't imagine he's going to avoid it for very long.
Yeah, I would think with the routing, JP would make it eventually up there before leaving this area. Ooh, a level 2 find over here for Tabby.
Oh, this is getting spicy. I like it.
Does that just leave level 1 and level 4 to be discovered?
We found 9, so yeah, you're right. And here is JP in Recorder Lake. He's going to be happy to see this. Finally, a dungeon that doesn't want me to take 15 minutes inside. Or something of the sort. Oof. Goodness. That land mola just said, hey, hug please.
It almost looked like right before that Tabby considered doing a block clip to get in the block and avoid taking damage, but it just didn't work out in time.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh, now this doesn't look like a fun room either.
No, absolutely not. Goodness, level 2. It's an early dungeon, but make no mistake, people. Just because it's an early dungeon in this flag set doesn't mean it's not filled with very, very nasty things. I believe, yep, this is definitely the double whammy room. Picks up the normal boomerang and is going to be ecstatic to see this ladder. JP laser fast in level 3. He's done. 5 Triforces on the board at 41 minutes.
JP's probably just going to stumble on 2 right here as well. Yep.
Nothing easy from about this dungeon. Goodness, I mean, Tabby has been struggling with these blue darkness a little bit. I believe this was the room where Tabby went down, but there was nothing there. Uh-oh. Manhandle says hi. Tabby says hi right back with a strike right down the middle. Wand in 2 for BrewersFanJP.
JP picking up the Triforce, getting a wand. Let's see, goes back in. Yep. Smart idea. Small enough of a dungeon. You don't know where your bow is. Worth taking a peek and seeing if you can find it.
Oh, little trouble with this one. Should be able to take it down. Double KO! Ties don't go to the runner when that happens. question in chat: does 2Q1 have a stair item, or is it all floor items? 2Q1 has 2 items, and they're both on the floor. On the flip side, a 2Q2 will have, as Blessed Be just mentioned, 1 floor item and 1 stair item. You're absolutely correct. Triforce for Tabby Orange into. That's 3 on the day.
Where could that level 1 be? I'm gonna guess the push block spot in the upper left corner of the map.
You're talking about spots in the upper left corner of the map. Why not just put it in 2Q9? Put it in the corner. Did Tabby check this room? Love the strategy here by JP.
Yes, yep.
You know you're on 1 heart, so just reset the room when there's only 1 Pole's voice left. Up an A, go right back at it with a fresh set of 3 hearts and only 1 Pole's voice to knock out. You don't complain about a red candle. Maybe at 45 minutes in, but yeah, at least you know the item.
Yep, knowing the item's good information helps you when you're looking for the bow. And I'm always the type that I might miss my burn on the blue candle. So having the red candle as backup so I can do a second one without having to leave the screen and come back. You know, it has its advantage.
So Tabby also picked up the red candle. I hadn't noticed, unfortunately. And now it's 10 hearts, which makes Magical Sword a possibility. A 20% chance of it, but it's there.
I think Tabby knows the location of it, too.
Tabby does. Does he want to give it a shot, however?
I like the spice of checking on 10 hearts. It's just something about it just feels so spicy.
I mean, maybe not considering you've already got white sword. I mean, another...
The white sword, yeah, it doesn't make the mags check very high priority.
Oh, JP walks
He made to death at the same location.
He absolutely did.
Yeah, so I feel like the corner of Death Mountain is about the only area that we haven't fully discovered yet.
East and West Death Mountain, I believe, haven't been discovered yet. Here's the max check. 10 hearts, not enough.
I appreciate Tabby for checking.
And here's a check. Oh my goodness. Would you believe it? The one room boat runners died in. There's your spot for level 1.
It just had to be.
What would Tabby Orange have to do to catch up very quickly? Oh goodness, that's at this point in time. What do you think, Blessed Be?
Well, I'll be honest. I really don't think Tabby is as far behind as it kind of looks. Tabby has been into the dungeons where JP was able to get the Triforces. You know, like if Tabby's able to pick up a mags or get a red ring or something that's just gonna make going back into the dungeons is gonna hurt. Anytime you have to backtrack, you're gonna lose time. But I kind of feel like Tabby is gonna fly through those final last bit. I still think Tabby's still. I think Tabby's in it a little bit closer than the way the Triforces play out right here.
And then there's the other thing that you haven't touched. 9's still out there. 9 can do 9 things.
As I've been a lucky recipient of 9 doing 9 things, I know best. 9 is definitely, as it's known, as the great equalizer. You can be behind and still come back and win. As I said, I kind of know that personally. 9 is the equalizer. It could be what Tabby needs to make the victory.
Now, BrewersFanJP just found level 4 right on the western end of East Step Mountain. Tabby's back in 1. We have now seen all dungeons. The only dungeons our runners haven't seen, JP hasn't seen 1, Tabby hasn't seen 4.
Has both runners found 9? I know at least one of them has, and I forget who at this point.
I believe it was Tabby.
Yeah, I think it was Tabby.
But it's not that hard to find. It's in the Eastern Forest, if I remember correctly.
Right.
So a floor heart for JP in 4. He's looking for a staircase and the Triforce. And that's going to help with the ladder right there.
I still think JP has been finding all the compasses at the right time.
However, this may be a bit of a misplay here by JP. Gleox will never have push blocks because, well, Gleox fireballs will interfere with the blocks pushing, so that can.
That's good knowledge. I wasn't aware of that. I'll stop. I'll stop worrying about those then.
So
Nice
where to?
parry there for Tabby. Where are these items in the dungeon?
Good question. I mean, the right wing's still unexplored. And I don't know about you, Blessed be. But another thing that might play a factor in this matchup, look at the key counts for our runners.
Ooh, that's true.
Oh, well, this is a disgusting room to have to clear without the bow.
JP making nice work with the double stab, using the sword and wand to get extra combat damage in.
The reason behind that is that if you tap both item buttons at the same frame as Tabby finds another item in level 1, it is another heart container. But if you do tap both item buttons at the same time, both will be used at the same time, effectively doubling your damage. Oh goodness! And go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Another problem for JP. He's out of bombs.
And any key on the floor there, level 1. Being out of bombs when you had purchased both bomb upgrades is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not something you like to do. And the problem
bomb is cheap too, so GP could always go refill, but that's way out of the way.
That's true, and at the same time, he's one bomb short of the Triforce.
I gotta say, now I think about it, I am kind of impressed. We've made it almost to an hour now. Did neither runner picked up the blue ring? We don't know where the red ring is, so the overworld and the dungeons have been pretty rough with combat. So I gotta say, it is kind of impressive to see these runners. Oop! Oh, and we still can't get the mags. Yeah, good stab on the old man for not giving up that sword.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I mean, you had a pretty much a 50-50 chance, and still doesn't want to give it up. Come on, man.
I would like to see Tabby get that mag sword. A race between white sword and mag sword could be a big difference maker.
JP stumbles a bit. Tabby going to dig west at mountain over east, by the looks of things. And JP still out of bombs. Until now.
I just had the thought go through my head that we still are missing 2 stair items out of level 8. I hate to say it, but having to go back into level 8 and look for a bow, that does not sound like a promising idea.
That's not a fun time, no matter how you look at it. JP bolting it for the southern end of the level, knows that what he's looking for isn't there. That's a Triforce room. Oh boy. Look out, we got wall masters here. Goodness. That's stair items at the base of the dungeon. Oh goodness! Don't go telling me you gotta. That. Oh, he was shuttered in. No wonder he couldn't get out. Oh, Tabby, you don't have the book. You can't understand those hints.
No. Oh no.
Lost 30 rupees for it, but won't hurt him. Still has 180. But now JP knows which room he's got to clear to get the item. He's headed right back there, but needs to be a little careful. Still Or oh wait, I get what he's trying to do. He's gonna knock out this Pole's voice, get the Triforce, get the full refill, and does he go back?
I would think so.
Yeah, I
Using
mean,
using the hearts from the fill up here, yeah, to go back in.
yeah. I like how chat's thinking right now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, JP says, nah, I'm out of here. He thinks one's the answer. I gotta admit, I'm surprised at the call. What do you think?
Any of these smaller number dungeons, they have such few room count. Like it seems advantageous to dig it out, know what your information is there. There's got to be a reason why we're like maybe JP goes back. Maybe we're buying bombs and then going back.
That I can understand that. Where did JP just leave? He just left level 4.
Yeah, we have the Triforce, so we could record her back.
I think he's no, he's right back. No, this is west of that mountain. He is. Oh, he doesn't know where level 1 is, and he's thinking it's over here on West Dead Mountain.
Yep.
Oh goodness, he's gonna be upset when he finds out where it really is. Chat mentioning having to go through 8 Pole's voice when level 1's still outstanding. Yeah, that's not the best my idea of a good time. And this is actually a way for Tabby to catch up. If that bow's in 4, oh, but now you've got Tabby who's out of bombs here in 4.
Now surely JP goes and checks the one spot, right? We gotta go. We gotta find level 1 here.
I hope so.
Right. Oh no. This death here really is not gonna. Does he go back?
It may be a blessing in disguise. Remember that level 2 isn't that far from there, and he can record her back. Oh, he's had enough. JP wants a potion.
Yeah, smart purchase.
This was the spot of the floor drop in 4 for Tabby. Oh goodness! All right, where's he recording to? This is 3. 2 was right next door. He's gonna stumble on 1 real quick. And here comes, oh, that key shop. Not what he's looking for. This, on the other hand, yeah. There's level 1, and JP's probably having a few words with the seed right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely.
It doesn't help that that level 1 is known as the key eater of levels. JP's got 4 keys. The any key is in here, but on the flip side, it's on the other side of the dungeon. It's in the right wing. Tabby's still looking for bombs. He's out of 4. Man, you said it.
It's impressive. I think JP got a compass in nearly every dungeon.
I mean, I don't know how. I mean, at this point, you could probably call it luck, but goodness,
it is pretty impressive. I gotta say, when I mentioned it too, it wasn't like that big of a thing, but man, it's kind of seeming like. It's one thing I notice. Like if I find a compass, I get excited because then that's less time I have to spend in the dungeon, hopefully aiming around trying to find what I'm looking for. Especially if you're in go mode. I mean, we're not in go mode because we don't know where a bow is, but being told where our Triforce is a huge advantage. But having it happen in 5-6 dungeons, that's got to be a lot of time saved.
Yeah, the only time you're upset about finding a compass was when it tells you it's in the Triforce is in the next room. And how many times have we seen that?
I want to at least throw out also a mention when Zelda decides to hold on to the compass when she's in 9.
Yes,
that one's the other one. Like, what are you holding on to that for?
That's the greatest thing ever, right? That's everybody's favorite hint.
Did you really want me to save you? Because I don't think you did.
I think we've seen that exact hint a couple times in this tournament, even.
So JP is going to be feeling relieved to have all the Triforces, but it might not be worth digging out 9 yet, simply because we just don't know where that bow is.
If I'm JP, this one goes first, but I need to go back to 4.
Yep.
JP noticing the key and says, "Thank you very much. I'm going to use that." Okay, so we know the any key's in here. And then there's this guy. That was a heart container. So any key, and I believe the other 2 items are hearts.
Yeah, yep, I believe so. So yeah, Tracy there in chat beat me to it. I was trying to figure it out in my head what items we have left to look for. But yeah, the 1 item in 4, we don't know what's in the stairs of 8. We don't know what 9 has. Now, each runner might know a little bit less. We have the advantage of seeing both screens. So some of the other runners might not know all the details, but
And I can understand JP wanting to clear this out. What if Patra's holding on to that other item? JP going about to find out the bad news about this. That's the heart container. That's your second item.
Tabby prepping up for a fight here with these Pole's voice.
And JP knows the last items here. He's hoping for the bow. Fortunately, that's not what he's going to find here. But he won't be upset with an any key.
Nah, I wouldn't be.
Especially with 9 looming. But what are you going to do now, JP? You're an hour 10 in, and most runners will tell you that's pretty much the big moment for most runners. JP going to fill up on bombs. I can fully understand that play.
Yeah, this is definitely the moment in the race where you start assessing what you've accomplished. You begin to wonder, how well has my opponent been doing?
Where's he? What's he thinking?
All right, what does 4 have?
Wait a minute, JP might be playing 9.
Oh,
Level 4, not the play. BrewersFanJP first and 9 right at the 1 hour, 11-minute mark. This is a gamble.
yeah, I like this. This is spicy. 8. I wouldn't want to go into 8 and dig 8 out. There are still other dungeons that JP doesn't know, but
Oh, we've got a roar.
ooh,
That,
getting close to the starting entrance. That's exciting.
absolutely right. And Tabby's got the Triforce from 4. 8, 8, 5 is the count. Indeed, chat mentioning what we're looking for here in level 9. We're looking for a roar in the door. So, the roar is the roar of Ganon, as you've already heard. He is a loud boy, and you'll hear him if you're one room away from any cardinal direction. And the door is a single shutter room that will open if, well, it'll remain shut. We've got an item in 9. It is the book.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness. Okay. The door, meanwhile... Go ahead.
Is there a play where the runner goes back to buy hints? It's probably too risky. At this point, it's probably worth just digging.
We know it's a 2Q9. We know it's smaller. 14 hearts. Tabby's got mags locked up. So, as I mentioned, the door is a single shutter room that will remain closed if all the enemies are defeated and Ganon's still standing. However, if Ganon's already been defeated, that door's going to swing open because Zelda's smelling bacon and she wants breakfast. Okay, so we've got Redland Molas here in level 9. Possibly another push for JP? No, that was a shutter room. Never mind, I said that.
That map would have been nice if we were in a shapes level 9, but since we know what the dungeon looks like already, we can ignore that map.
And you can see a few signs of stress maybe in JP's play. His combat's looking a little less on point than it was before. But I can absolutely understand it. You're an hour 15 in the race, and Tabby Orange, you know the history between these two runners. What do we got here? Just another staircase. Now, JP knows that the kidnaps in the northeast of Skull. Could that have been Zelda right there?
I feel like there's a good chance.
I feel like you pretty much have to confirm it.
If this doesn't open, then yeah.
Oh, I know. That has to be her pretty much.
Right.
Oh, JP out of 9. What's the play now? Is Tabby Orange is going to cut into that lead a little more? 8-6 after a pickup in level 6.
Was it level 8 that was down here? No. Oh, it is hints.
Dungo dwells with the wand. Wand in 2. We knew that. Yeah. Thanks, game. Oh boy. And now JP. Oh my goodness. I would hate to be in his shoes right now.
Right, it's a real gamble at where you go next. You know the runners are thinking about 8 in the back of their heads, and of course the next thought is, I really don't want to go do 8.
I like this play from JP. Going to keep the fairy heal for a new run. I think he's heading right back to 9. JP's looked at the east side almost fully. Hasn't looked much at the west. That must be where he's going now.
Tabby finding the compass for the Triforce in level 7 on a sprint to try to get to it as quick as possible. Pretty sure Tabby has all the items in 7, so we don't need to be looking for anything. Just the Triforce.
This might be something right here. Good combat. What do we got here? We have the other item. Red ring. The bow is not in 9. I mean, you're not complaining about the red ring in 9. But
yeah, I would have definitely picked it up too.
Oh boy. JP right back in 8. This we believe this to be the correct play.
Yeah, I would think Bo has to be an 8 at this point.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. But goodness. Chat right on point. JP did not dig the other item in 4 or 5. Went right to 8. If this turns out to be the correct play, I mean, I understand 8 being near somewhat near 9, but goodness, that wouldn't have been the first thought in my mind to go right back in here.
Little quick stab on the old man after he takes the heart from you.
Can you blame Tabby? I
Nope.
mean, you've got mags. You're fine without that heart container, but still irritating. Tabby, Triforce and 7 is go. Look at that gap. Time's ticking on JP. We've got a race here, folks. Settle in.
Yeah, the combat with that mag sword has been very helpful for Tabby. But what really is going to come down is where does Tabby go to try to find the bow?
Didn't we find a heart container on the floor early in 8?
Yep. Both runners did.
Okay, and here's Tabby in 8. Oh my goodness. Tabby needs a Triforce. JP needs.
I would like to hope that Tabby sticks around to find the 2 stair items. But I mean, as a runner, if you get the Triforce before you get the items in 8, you might consider just going to 9 and gambling on 9.
Oh boy, JP needing to be careful. Red ring helps, but it doesn't make you invulnerable. JP realizing that could have pushed. It doesn't. Did JP forget to check a push block? Oh wait, no, that's the edge of the spiral. Oh goodness, what am I thinking? In chat mentioning JP has all 9 knowledge. I believe that's correct.
Yeah, we think we know where Zelda is, which it should be. And we heard a Ganon roar, even though we didn't enter the room. So we should have a general area sense of where they are.
Another staircase. JP, nothing doing. Our runners are actually in the same general
same
area.
room. Yep, same room with each other. Boy, what a great race this has come down to.
Absolutely right. Looks like Tabby wants. Maybe this is it. What do we got here? We got the item. We have the bow.
Tabby's the first one to grab the bow.
And JP, this
JP's
is the
gonna stumble
room.
on it, exactly. Just seconds behind.
Unfortunately for Tabby, well, oh my goodness. You've got that potion, JP. Yes, okay. Goodness, if he would have died in that room, that could have been disastrous. There's the bow for BrewersFanJP. Go mode achieved for both runners. Oh my goodness. This is
Yeah,
going to
now,
come down to 9.
yeah, it's gonna be quite the race of 9. Yep. So JP definitely has the advantage with the knowledge. Tabby's got the weapon. It's gonna be a great race. JP does not have a potion in case that somehow plays into effect along the way.
But he's got something else playing in his favor though. He's got that red ring from 9. Tabby doesn't.
This is true. Oh, true. Tabby without a ring at all.
Tabby has the bow from 8, the silver's from 7. Comes down to, and Tabby can still snipe this.
Oh, absolutely. Runners in the same room again.
Tabby up. And at 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 13 seconds, we've got our first Ganon sighting of the evening on JP's side. With the white sword, JP will need 8 hits to knock down Ganon and grab the Triforce of Power. Loving the stun lock.
JP with the bacon. Good stun lock, yeah.
Tabby unfortunately took the wrong turn, was right next to Ganon's room, and decided to go north instead of west. JP checking his map just to make sure he's got the correct path to where he believes Zelda is. We haven't confirmed that was where she is, but it's getting close. I believe there's a walk-through wall right here, and is this the door? It is. And she's in her room, of all places. Get your GGs out, everybody, for your race winner here tonight. BrewersFanJP with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 46 seconds. JP will improve his record to 2-1. Tabby Orange will be in the 1-2 bracket next week.
This was a great race from both contestants. Very close in the end, too.
There is the walk-through wall, and at 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 3 seconds, Tabby Orange has found Ganon. Magical Sword means only 4 hits needed, but with the green tunic, oh, that's no longer a factor. Ganon goes down like a ton of bricks. Tabby's got the Triforce of Power. And joining us now in the boot, our race winner here tonight, BrewersFanJP. Congratulations and GG's.
Thank you. I am not sure how I pulled that one out, but I am glad I did.
Well, that white sword off the bat definitely helped.
Yeah, that definitely did, and it took me a second to realize, wait, just restart and get the candle now. Just go get the white sword afterwards. Get the white sword right after that, yeah.
In fact, both you and Tabby have the same idea. You both pulled the exact same play.
Yeah, and then nice bomb shop right next door, so...
Yeah, you'll take those 60% off bombs whenever they come up, right?
Yeah, though I am surprised I had so many bomb problems in this seed with 18 bomb max.
Sometimes, 2Q7 and 2Q8, and combat was not easy by any extent.
Did any level not have Pole's voice?
I don't know,
That's
but
a great question. Oh,
meanwhile,
chat for Tabby, we have found our Zelda.
Tabby's official race time.gg time, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 53 seconds. And joining us in the boot now is race runner-up Tabby Orange. GG's, Tabby.
GG, Tabby.
GG.
GG, JP.
Well, we're even now.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, I think we're at 2-2 now, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, before the race, I decided to look it up, and I saw you guys competed 3 times in common races, and then the finals as well. The 3 races that you guys did in commons, Tabby has 2 wins and 1 loss. Both of you are excellent runners, equal level. You guys put on a great show for us today. And I think the biggest question in this run has been, where was that bow at?
Absolutely. And sorry. Once I got to like 5 and then 6, I'm like, if it's not here, I was gonna go to 9. But then in 8, I was like, oh, let me check a couple rooms around here, around the Triforce, but still wasn't quick enough.
To be truthful, actually, JP actually made that 9 play, and that did allow you to catch up quite a bit, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the red ring out of 9, but still, it didn't feel good. And after that, I'm like, okay, I still had an item in 4, still had an item in 5, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to go for 8 because I feel like if it was in 4 or 5, I would have lost by now.
Yeah, I had every item 1 through 7. And so I did 8 last. So I knew it was an 8 and 9 at that point, and I was gonna go to 9, but then I had the compass, so I kind of like looked around a couple rooms close to the Triforce.
Yeah, same. My first time in 8, I looked a couple rooms around, and then I'm just like, you know what, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yep, I found everything. I was kind of methodically going through each one, looking for that bow because Silvers was pretty quick, right?
Yeah, it was. You basically got forced into Silvers because the path in 7 basically took you right through the Silvers room.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you couldn't go that other way, and so I got that pretty quickly. But yeah, the bow obviously I didn't get till probably not even 10 minutes ago, right? So
yeah, it was probably even. I might have gotten after you. I'm guessing.
Yeah, if you went to 9, you probably found everything already, and then we're just looking. You probably found.
Yeah, I mean, I found both items in 9, but I also was able to locate Ganon, and I had a pretty good idea where Zelda was. There was a room in the northeast, the single shutter door, and I'm like, this is probably Zelda, and I'm feeling confident enough that I'm going to just assume it's Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was because JP, you had found a hint during 9 and that was in the northeast section, so you had a good idea. On top
Yeah.
of that,
And I think at that point when I got to that shutter, I'm like, there's only 3 other rooms it really could be. Maybe even only 2 more rooms, but...
so yeah, and what about the combat? I mean, this seed had it out for you. Had it out for you both for combat.
Yeah, I need to get better at combat, but you put Pole's voice in like every level and then don't give you a bow until really late. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, like there was the item in 4, the stair item. I don't know if that's the one that you didn't get. Was under like 10 Bulls voices or something.
Okay, I think I know which room it was then, because I
Yes,
think there was
it
a
was
room
way
right
at the
below the
bottom.
Triforce that had a ton of them.
Yes, and that 4 was my. So at that point, I knew it was the bow was either in that room, in 8 or 9. So I was like, I have to clear this room. So I had to clear that room, and I was like, the bow gotta be in it. Like, you can't make me do all this and not even give me a bow. But it was just a heart.
Yeah. Because in 4, I got really frustrated because I ran out of bombs and I took some
Same.
deaths, and I'm just like, I finally
Same.
got to the point where I was just like, I'm sick of this. I'll come back later if I have to. I just want to get out of here. I'm really, really frustrated at this 4.
Yeah, I had to go back to start to buy bombs and walk back to 4. I ran out of bombs.
I was thinking about going to buy bombs, but I didn't, which would have been faster probably, but no. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just upset that I had both bomb upgrades and I ran out of bombs.
Yeah, I only got 1, and that was kind of late when I was at 8. I got that one.
Yeah, and I am kind of looking at chat right now. I do agree, that I'll take a white sword seed any day, because I'm always happy to have white sword early. Oh yeah, the other thing that frustrated me was when I found 1, because I was on the screen with 1, and the Wizrobes decided to surprise me.
Did we run the same race? Because that happened to me. I
There was a
got
lot of that
beamed
throughout the race.
on that screen
Yeah,
and
we
won.
even
but-
commented on that. You guys both died right before you got to enter level 1, and we figured, Brewers, we figured you were probably cursing under your breath when you finally made it into 1. Yeah, you guys both had the same fate there.
Yeah, because after that, I'm like, okay, I'll just go do some other checks, because it's not that fast to get back to where I am, and I'll...
Yeah, I did like the same exact thing. I kind of did a couple of, random ones that I had missed, and then went right back there, and I was like, oh, yeah, of course.
In fact, I feel like both of you two routed your overworld almost exactly as the other one did. I think Tabby wasn't able to get nearly as many Triforces out of the dungeons. Brewers, you were I made a comment on it. You pretty much found every compass in every dungeon that you went into, so that could help you locate where your Triforce was. So you pretty much didn't leave a dungeon without getting the Triforce.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. I don't think I ended up going back to redip it. Other than 8, I had to redip. Otherwise, I don't think I went back to any
Right.
dungeons to redip them.
Yeah, I believe that was accurate. Maybe 4.
Yeah, like
because you had
6
to run
and
out of an item
7,
that you needed.
I found the items pretty quickly, so I was like, I can stay here just for the Triforce, but I was like, I gotta move.
Yeah. And that's why I was okay with digging 7 when I did, because I'm like, I still need the Triforce. So let's just try to get the Triforce and get out of here. I think you are right about that compass. I think I had like every level. I think the only one was in 3.
You
When I
might have
got the
missed
compass
one
after
or
I found the
two
Triforce.
compasses, yeah. It was pretty impressive, the amount of compasses you found in your run. Definitely a lot more than I feel like I see. It was impressive.
Yeah. So that 3 was fun too. Like, hey, both items in the same room.
Yeah, it became a really great race in the end. So Tabby found the bow first, by like maybe 40 seconds, maybe by 40 seconds. Because as soon as you found the bow, JP was stumbling upon it. By the time Tabby grabbed the Triforce for the final Triforce and was ready to go to 9, JP, you were getting your bow and leaving. So you were both heading to 9 at the same time, but JP had been in there already, and that little bit of difference is what made it in the end. I think Tabby could have accidentally stumbled upon Ganon and had a chance at winning, but the going into 9 the second time is what gave a big difference. I feel like the Mag Sword definitely probably helped out as well for Tabby to be able to pick that up. Definitely sped things along, but it's sometimes it's just hard figuring out where things are in 9.
Yeah, I never found mags, so
Yeah, it was at the forgotten spot, and it was either 13 or 14 because I checked it. I checked it at 12, and it was not.
I was at 13 at the end of it. So
Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of hearts. Since I dug, I had every item 1 through 7. So.
And at least as for me, like for when I play, I feel like I need a blue ring or red ring in order to play this game. For Tabby, for you to finish this game without either of them, I gotta say that's pretty impressive. That's for getting through the time the way you did with the combat that you had to deal with. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I thought about buying it. I think it was the rare shop. I think I only saw one. I mean,
I think you're right.
I only had like 3 or 4 more overworld checks left, so it pretty much has to be the rare shop. And I never really. That's like one of those things, and like the Wizrobes were on the overworld, so like if there was tough Wizrobe combat, I might have gone out of my way to buy the blue ring, but it's like if I stumbled onto the blue ring shop with the money, I would probably buy it, but I wasn't gonna go out of my way to get it. And I had potions, so I just kept buying potions.
All right. So with that, JP, you're 2-1 going into week number 4 next week. Anybody you're looking forward to facing in that bracket?
I have to look again to see who's in it, but I have a feeling there's a lot of Doom in it. The one that would be interesting to match up with is Fred, just because I've spent a lot of time in his streams and stuff. So see if that one happens. But I mean, if I end up against Fred, I'm probably losing. But I don't know if there's many people in the 2-1 I'd feel confident against right now.
That's entirely fair. And Tabby, you're heading for the 1 and 2 bracket.
Mhm.
How are you feeling about it? Anybody you want to face in there?
No, not particularly. I'm not really sure like who's in that bracket, and I'm sure there's a lot of good names. So, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out on Sunday.
All right. With that, any final words about the race, the tournament, or anything from either of you, JP, Tabby?
Let's see when round 5 is. We're 2 and 2. We gotta have that. Apparently, they have to have a deciding game at some point.
Yeah, we seem to get. We haven't been. We're both fairly new to this, but we've gotten matched up a bunch already. So I look forward to our next race.
Yeah, same. GG again, and thanks to you guys for the commentary and tracking.
Yep, thank you, and thank you to SpeedGaming for airing this. So thank you.
Thank you both, JP and Tabby, for a fantastic race. A great way to wind down the Z1 tournament action for tonight. Blessed Be, thank you for doing the commentary with me tonight.
Yeah, pleasure being here. Thanks for everybody who was here. Thanks to our tracker. Thanks for the community and chat for being here.
Absolutely. Special thanks to J Load for doing the tracking for us tonight, because as I said earlier tonight, without trackers, we're lost at sea. We don't get to do nearly to give you nearly as good of a broadcast as we are. But special thanks as well to the SpeedGaming Network for allowing us to restream the matches on their channels. Special thanks to all the viewers as well, because without you, we don't even get to broadcast these matches at all. So, with that, this does conclude the matches for tonight, but join us tomorrow with 3 matches on the docket. Just one moment as we look at the schedule for tomorrow. At 1 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming 2, we have Space Dog versus Stags 28. 5 p.m. Eastern, SpeedGaming 3 will have King Doll versus Chess Jerk. And finally, to round out the week and prepare us for the wheel, on Sunday, we have at 7 p.m. on SpeedGaming Prime, Jam Evil versus Catastrophe 573. Blessed be. Again, great working with you. Time to wind down, I believe. Well, all right then. So, with that, on behalf of my co-commentator, Blessed Be, on behalf of our tracker, JLo7, on behalf of our racers, BrewersFanJP and Tabby Orange, on behalf of all of us here at the Zelda 1 Randomizer community and all of us here at the Speed Gaming Network, this is Moonrisen Phoenix. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll catch you tomorrow for more Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament action. Good night, everybody.